Christmas Carol is the big digimation. It's yet another version of Christmas Carol, and like Polar Express, it's basically taking a famous book. I mean, obviously Christmas Carol is rather more famous. Doing it in a digimation style, in which what you get is an actor doing the mocap stuff. So you remember Tom Hanks did all the major parts in Christmas Carol. Jim Carrey does the central role of Scrooge, both young and old, and also he mocaps the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future.
Motion capture,
yes. And then Gary Oldman does both Bob Cratchit, and I think he's also doing Tiny Tim. So it's very, people are taking various roles. All that's irrelevant when you come to watching the movie. Okay, you're watching the movie. It's a motion capture digimation, which is available in 3D. No point in it being in 3D. Don't need 3D. Total waste of time. Let's all just get over that. The thing with it is this: when people do these sort of stories, and exactly the same with Polar Express, it's like they have to turn it into a roller coaster ride. So, on the good side with Christmas Carol, the stuff which is good about it is that it is possible to do very good sort of Dickensian streets. I mean, there's a touch of design about it which is gothic and Hammer-esque, and there are moments when I'm watching it when it's kind of the smog-filled streets and the backlit murky shadows, in which I think if somebody did a serious horror film like this with this digimation technique, I would actually be very interested in it, because there is some beautiful design. That's the good stuff. The bad stuff is that every 5 minutes there has to be a rocket chase. So you imagine Dickens sitting down and reading it out if it had, and then Scrooge caught hold of the candle snuffer, which turned into a spaceship and flew up into space, and then it ran out of fuel just as it was turning around and burning up on re-entry, and he then fell 50,000 and everyone would go, what? Get back to the thing about Tiny Tim and the thing, don't stop doing all that stuff. So I'm sitting there like the authentic audience going, can we stop doing the roller coaster ride thing and have the stuff? Because it's a very straightforward narrative. I am representing the authentic Dickensian audience, saying, you know what, forget all the running around and can we just have the story? And the problem for me is that to some extent the story gets lost amidst all the running around. It's not terrible, it's just not very interesting, it's quite long and boring, and it reminded me, again with Beowulf, that when you get to photorealist motion capture digimation stuff, you do start to think it's some of the faces are so close to being faces that they look a bit weird and creepy because they're so close. It's not it's somewhere between anime, and funnily enough, the character that Gary Oldman plays is classic of somewhere between real and unreal, which is I find a little bit odd sometimes.